Hello friends, welcome back to Hyper Games. My name is Joseph and today on PlayStation News, Sony plans for a new PS5 model leak, some bad news about Bloodborne, Rockstar comments on the GTA6 leak, RGG Studio explains the Yakuza name change, and more. Let's get into them. Sony to launch a new PS5 with a detachable disc drive? A new rumor posted by Tom Henderson points out to Sony launching a new PS5 model with an optional disc drive. According to his sources, the new PS5 will replace the current chassis in production since launch in 2020. The new D chassis will have similar hardware to the one already out. The main feature would be a detachable disc drive that can connect to the PS5 through an additional USB-C port in the back while retaining the aesthetic attaching to the console itself, which may even be a slimmer design. Sony is expected to produce 18.5 million units of the new console and only 12 million of the previous models in fiscal year 23. It would be introduced standalone or bundled with the drive, and the drive would also be sold by itself as an accessory. Would you be interested in a console like this? Let us know in the comments. Bloodborne update not happening anytime soon. Sony has been doing re-releases of some of their popular PS4 games over the past couple of years since PS5 launched, but fans are still waiting for a Bloodborne update. According to Jeff Grubb, the update won't happen anytime soon as From Software is too busy supporting Elden Ring at the moment. What's worse is that it seems Bloodborne's source is problematic in a way that Sony can't just give it to another developer to work like they did with Demon's Souls. Rumors of a remaster have been going on and off for a while until a ResetEra insider shut down both remaster and sequel rumors recently. Grubb's comments in his Xbox Expansion Pass podcast seem to confirm the sad news. Are you giving up hope or still think there will be more Bloodborne in the future? Share your thoughts in the comments. Sony XDev team supporting Rise of the Ronin. Sony revealed Rise of the Ronin during the recent State of Play as a collaboration with Team Ninja. Now we know which Sony team is supporting the project. XDev, originally a Liverpool-based studio in charge of overseeing external partnerships, seems to have expanded to global operations and now overseeing Japanese partnerships as well, as suggested by a tweet from studio senior producer Jason Stewart. Jason said he was privileged to work with Yasuda-san and producer Masaki Yamagiwa from Team Ninja. XDev formerly worked with European partners such as with Housemarque Resogun before they were acquired. Japanese partnerships were handled by Japan studios such as with Clap Hands Everybody's Golf until it was closed last year. Can't wait to see what they do with Team Ninja, as the game was one of my favorites from the State of Play. What do you think about this? Post your comments down below. Horizon and Last of Us hold ground in UK sales chart. Sony may not have a great moment in their home turf as covered in our previous video, but the story is different in the UK as Horizon and The Last of Us remain in the top 10 for the region. The Last of Us slipped from the 4th spot the week prior to number 10. The remake has not been too hot as it's barely hanging just 2 weeks after release, but bear in mind GFK only tracks physical sales. Horizon on the other hand is still keeping at number 2 as Aloy's latest trip to the Forbidden West has been in the top 3 for several weeks now, boosted by the PS5 bundle. Other PlayStation or rather multi-platform games include NBA 2K23 still at number 6 and Grand Theft Auto 5 returning at number 9, in what was otherwise a week dominated by Nintendo. New star joins Gran Turismo movie as production starts soon. In the last video we covered 2 more stars joining the Gran Turismo movie project, and now there's another one as they prepare to start filming soon. So far we have Archie Madegwe as the kid who becomes a professional driver after participating in the Gran Turismo Academy, David Harbour as his coach, and Orlando Bloom as a marketing exec selling the motor racing sport. Now Darren Barnett from the Never Have I Ever Netflix TV series is joining as the rival to Madegwe in the Gran Turismo Academy, frustrated by the sudden rise of a young driver. Sony Pictures and PlayStation Gran Turismo movie is set to begin production in Hungary this week. Rockstar provides a statement on the GTA6 leak. Rockstar posted on Twitter a statement acknowledging the GTA6 leak that happened on Sunday. They don't anticipate the intrusion will represent any disruption to their live game services or have any long-term effect on the development of any ongoing project. They are also extremely disappointed details on GTA 6 were shared this way and will properly introduce the game when it's ready, while thanking everyone for their support. Several people in the gaming industry provided their support to the studio as this affects the team, with people commenting negatively on an unfinished project and sometimes resulting in delays. According to a hacking forum, the perpetrator is a 16-year-old from a group called Lapsus who has been arrested for similar crimes in the past. He seems to be involved with hacking Uber and NVIDIA. According to Uber, they are in close coordination with the FBI and the US Department of Justice to support their efforts. Diablo 4 gameplay also leaked. Overshadowed by the GTA6 leak on Sunday was another leak, this time from Blizzard's Diablo 4. A video with over 40 minutes of an early version of the game hid online, posted by an anonymous user to a file-sharing website and spotted by Reddit user iVirus. The video shows what appears to be a barbarian character exploring the world and battling through enemies, while several areas lack texture details as it's not a finished version. Blizzard, unlike Rockstar, has not provided a statement on the leak, even though they seem to have been transparent of the development process. Diablo 4 is scheduled to launch in 2023 for PS4 and PS5. If you want to play it early, you can participate in the upcoming closed-end game beta test, and to receive an invite you must enable the news and special offers tick on the Communications Preference tab in your Battle.net account. Resident Evil Village Story DLC to end the winter story. Capcom detailed the upcoming Resident Evil Village expansion at the Tokyo Game Show, and according to an interview from Capcom director Kento Kinoshita with IGN, the Shadows of Rose Story DLC will close the winter's family story. With that, we don't know what the Resident Evil future holds besides RE4 Remake, and Capcom producer Masachika Kawada declined to comment to IGN as to where the franchise would go next. Spoilers ahead. Ethan Winters was the faceless protagonist of the series since Resident Evil 7, and Rose's father, his wife Mia, also appeared in both games. Rose's story DLC is set 16 years after the events of Village, as Rose Winters visits the mind of the Megamycete after learning of her powers. It seems we'll have to wait to learn about the BSAA BOW's plot thread they hinted at the end of the game, if they ever mentioned that again. RGG Studio explains change from Yakuza title. Sega announced 3 games in the Yakuza series over the TGS week: Like a Dragon Ishin at the State of Play, Like a Dragon The Man Who Erased His Name, and Like a Dragon 8, both at a studio livestream. All of them leaving the Yakuza name in favor of Like a Dragon. RGG boss Masayoshi Yokoyama explained the title change in an interview with IGN, confirming the Yakuza name won't be used moving forward, and the change started with 2020's Yakuza Like a Dragon. He said that the response to the Like a Dragon name was pretty good, which gave them the confidence to take out Yakuza and just go straight with Like a Dragon. The change also made sense story-wise, as the games talk about a criminal organization but not really Yakuza. Do you like the name change or would prefer them to stick with Yakuza? Voice your opinion in the comments. And those are our PlayStation stories for today. Would you buy a PS5 with an optional disk drive? What are your thoughts on the GTA6 leak? Share your thoughts on any of the news below, let me know your feedback by liking or disliking this video, check out other videos you may enjoy while you're here, and consider subscribing for more on PlayStation. Thank you so much for watching, my name's Joseph, this is Hype for Games, and let's get hype!